So welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. Two Blue Tie here from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. It is 1 Jan here in Thailand, which is Monday. And so often it's a beautiful sunny day. Very windy, again, still the wind is out, still cold for me. 23, 24 degrees in the morning, etc. But gets up to about 30 in the sunshine, but lovely. But nice and blue skies, etc. And there's down at the beach, what's it called? They have this windsurfing, not windsurfing. They've got the football as well, beach football going on at the moment, competition. People from all over the world doing the beach football, which is great to watch. And also the jet ski competitions as well. So there's a lot going on at the moment. Very busy. Many people coming to Thailand now for the high season. So still a bit chilly in the morning though, 6 o'clock in the morning, especially when you've got to take care of this guy. He's my latest personal friend. I got introduced to him a couple of days ago, saying, "What's it called? This is your new guy. What's it called? This is your new colleague, new what's it called? You're looking after." So, for instance, even though it was not my choice, what you're eating now, so I've got to keep eating my shoes and everything. So, anyway, you take care. Sit down there. So, I'm just having to give him my slippers and everything. So. And always want to pee everywhere, so I've got to clean it up. Anyway, guys, so I hope you're doing well. So it's a great weekend. It's been a great weekend. It really has. It's been a three weekend. I call it a 3 weekend. So the Man City men did an amazing job, beating Sunderland 3-0 and no conceding. Third win on the bounce, number 3. For instance, the ladies. We won 3-0 against Leicester City eventually. But again, unlike Chelsea, for instance, who lost, and for instance in the BBC and after only thousands of days and with conceding, even though they've actually not won in 3 matches. Okay, and 3 matches. And then Man City now 3 points clear. So again, definitely a free weekend. Get off my feet. So it's been great. It's been really good. So, for instance, and regardless, even though the media, mainstream Southern-based biased media, are having a go at Man City for X, Y, and Z. Like Man City leave it late, etc. Well, at least we got it done. Like Chelsea, they didn't get it done, did they? I watched the highlights of their game this morning, etc. And it's all the coulda, woulda, shoulda, for instance. And but it didn't happen. Well done, the Japanese lady, for instance, who scored for Everton, and for instance, but they didn't. And regardless of the mainstream media, they couldn't get it off the line. So. We did. So City and pretty, and welcome back, Kerolin. And so she had I love Kerolin. From last season, and it's a shame that she got injured. But it's just like Man City's now strength in depth. Now Kerolin's come back on, and she made an immediate impact. And this is what you do, for instance, where Sonia. Whatever, the Chelsea manager, for instance, she brought on their Chelsea's fantastic, wide, big, huge squad, etc. Not only made an impact, and Andree, for instance, with his watching, understanding the game, brought on Kerolin, etc. And she made an immediate impact, getting scoring a goal. The third goal. Teamed up with Bunny. Bunny, for instance, was not having much luck. And then suddenly, for instance, Kerolin came along, etc., and scored. And it was, so I put the ball through to Bunny, cross ball to Bunny was going to make it 1-0, and then we had Bunny made it 2, and then for instance, Kerolin got a lovely through ball from Bunny to make it 3. So we got the job done, and so really delighted, really delighted. So yeah. And looking at the table now, looks very healthy. Man City on 27 points, Chelsea on 21, and the Rags, they won yesterday. They got 20, and Arsenal 19. We play Aston Villa next. Yeah, Aston Villa at the Joel Stadium on the 14th of December at an evening kickoff at 7 o'clock in the UK, which means that'll be 2 o'clock in the morning for me, so wonderful, lovely. So but yeah, so let's see how we started up, lined up. So we had Yamatita in goal, Rose, Kanak, Osabi and Kasparai in the back four, with Kasparai being our captain again. Blinken, Brown, Clinton 64th, who came on 64th minute, Hazagawi, Hemp, Benny came on the 89th minute, Virginio, Miedemeier, Kerolin came in the 69th minute, and up top by herself, Bunny. Unused subs were Cummings, Coombe, Witherall, Pryor, Thompson and Murphy. Brilliant, absolutely. But the fact is we've got a good strength in depth now and a good real competition. And I say we've still got players to come back. We've still got Alex to come back. We've still got say Lily Murphy, etc. She came back for the first game. We've still got Mary Fowler to come back. And yeah, so for instance, in Carol Keating, etc. We've got a muscle injury, as well as who else? Sydney got on muscle injuries. So hopefully they'll be back soon. So, but looking good for us at the moment. It really is, and yeah, really happy. So let's just pop in to see what happened. So City arrived at Leicester chasing the 9th straight WSL win. We made it a fast start in the East Midland, both Bunny Shaw and Vin Niedermeyer coming close in the opening 5 minutes. The host though were defending violently in the water-type shape, but it was an extinguishing threat from the division top scorer. Oi, get out! Get down from there. Where'd you put the ball? Sorry guys. Yeah. The ball. You got the ball? So yeah. Okay. Sorry guys. Anyway. But we perhaps should have taken the lead in 15 minutes when the ball kindly fell into Bunny Shaw inside the area, but she uncharacteristically placed her effort off the target. The Jamaican entered the match on 97 goals for the Blues. Came close with 15 minutes remaining on the first half when she directed the header on the roof of the net, and City remaining patiently against stubborn defence. Yeah, I thought Leicester, for instance, again we got a great what do you call it? We got a great thingy about Leicester, for instance, results against Leicester, but you never know. We've got to, regardless, WSL, just like the Premier League, the English Premier League, for instance, you've got to take every game seriously, and you can't go around resting players. And just like Chelsea did against Leeds in the men's. Even though City fans were like, "What the hell are you doing, resting that?" But and you got to take every game serious, and if you rest games, etc., the players, they are going to suffer. So and you're going to suffer, and again, for instance, we got, regardless of Leicester's league position, etc., you got to take them seriously, and and it was good that they did, really. And you got to big up to the Foxes, and again, for instance, they were resolute, and it's up to us to break them down. Many times I've watched games, many times when the men are made for the ladies, and prior to the game against Leeds, Manchester City against Leeds this year, in the men's game, everybody was predicting a 5-0 win, or it's going to be 5-0, or Man City should win easy. And after, when we were 2-0 up, etc., you think that's what's going to be. And then they changed formation, and it was 2-2, and it's like, what the? And but again, this is what we love football, because you just never know. But the Jamaican who entered the match, and when the Foxes were breached, they had Jana Laxig, the goalkeeper, to thank for keeping us out. She denied Vivian Niedermeyer a goal-bound strike on the course of half-time. The second half followed a similar pattern on the first. City knocking over the door, but Leicester started standing tall, and with 20 minutes remaining. Andree shuffled his pack again, so Grace Kinton and Kerolin come onto the field, and the attacking interjection paid dividends, and we finally made the deadlock. Okay. The Brazilian forward drilled the ball across the box, and Celestial Barrett sliced clearance. I think her only mistake fell to Shaw, who instinctively drilled the ball low across the bottom corner. Yeah, it seems a relatively simple strike, etc. But like Erling Haaland again, for instance, you can just because you got the opening goal doesn't mean that that ball's going to go in the back of the net. And Bunny, in the amount of time she's had, must have been quite frustrated. But she took a chance, and she's a goal scorer, and that's the reason why she's got so many goals. And the Bunny edged closer to the City's century with her 99th goal when she headed home from the corner before turning provider to stop in stoppage time for Kerolin. Jamaican threatened a pinpoint pass behind the defence lineup where Brazilian coolly slotted home. Starting to play the full 90 minute at the back, Rebecca Knapp infiltrating the King Power Station in the third. So it was praising Rebecca after the game, and she stepped over into midfield, and the aerial Jews brought the ball into the engine room deep. Bright and Marsh, as well as Marsh in the fight. Patience was the key. Patience was the key from Andree, and also patience was the key from Bunny Shaw was saying in the interview, the Sky News interview afterwards. Sky Sports interview was to go with Kerolin, when Kerolin gave Bunny the Player of the Match award. And she said, Andree told us to be patient and we'll get through it. So you got to believe. The Blues refused to grow frustrating and maintained a professional and principles in search of that crucial goal despite some dogged Leicester defending. It highlights the belief flowing through the squad that results and goals will come in the face of adversity in matches. There you go. It's about believing it. I think these girls now are getting to feel now we can win the league. We can win the league. For instance, and there's that belief that, for instance, you keep on trying, you'll get over the line. For instance, you're not a quitters, and I think they're starting to believe they're going to be champions. But still a long way to go. But they're, again, we're unbeaten. Only Chelsea got a lucky win at the beginning of the season. Anyway, the return of Karen to the pitch on the first time since September's 5-1 win over Spurs, providing huge boost as she showed her quality in the first 20 minutes. She was at the heart of the opening goal, where she passed her pass caused chaos in the Fox's defence, and she was constantly a threat in Leicester. Get over there, you. She also was the heart of the opening goal, absolutely fantastic. Let's get some views from the boss, see what he had to say. So Andree said he was proud and delighted with the belief that City principle on our latest, and despite threatening a flurry of chances, the Foxes boasted of a higher percentage of possession. The Blues were forced to wait until the 74th minute. Anyway, so Biagles, the particular buoyant his side, going frustration before striking in the triumph. But it was very good performance for us, he declared. Of course, we wanted to score a little bit earlier, but we created a lot of chances. Patience, leave my feet alone. Let's go with the quality. We had the opportunity for the players. We were constant in the following game and around in different ways, but it was just about how we finally got across the line. So Kedri introduction against Leicester represent her first appearance since the injury. Overall, brilliant, absolutely superb, really delighted, especially when I saw Chelsea and seeing what the BBC have been saying as well. I think a few people were commentating the BBC's biasness towards Chelsea, for instance, in their but they said but they also had to admit that Manchester City have the momentum. what's it called? Let's compare Man City earlier. They have struggled for 70 minutes. They hate to say, we struggled. We didn't struggle. It's a 90-minute game. We played for 90 minutes before finding the breakthrough and ultimate running out 3-0 rumours. Like Chelsea, the manager Andree etc. turned to the bench, but the inspiration and forward returning from injury. But Kerr was unable to change the game for Chelsea. Kerolin made all the difference to the King Power. So Kerr, for instance, her attributes didn't help her. Kerolin was for instance, the inspiring. But Man City, get off my feet. The Brazilian the Brazilian who was blown hot and cold in the WSL. How rude is that? She hasn't. Every time I've seen her, she puts a lot of effort in. It's their first season, second season, so shocking attitude. Comments by the BBC. But she added essential pace and urgency to City's attack, which has grown. Ow! Oh, get off! Now stop. Who faced and responding early on chances. Okay, but anyway, enough of the BBC. So, but no, I'm absolutely delighted. So let's have a look at some the player ratings. So let's just go to see what the BBC have got to say about the player ratings. Just pop to that. Super League. Stop that. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. So let's just pop into that. We'll pop into the player ratings for the BBC and see what I've got. I'm going to see a difference. So they had Khadija as 8.46 for them. And let's have a look at my player ratings. I put my player ratings on the thumbnail, so you're more than welcome to see them there as well. Let's just have a quick gander through them while I'm with you. Okay. Well, I can't find mine at the moment, etc. But they're all on the thingy. Khadija falling short as player of the match for City, 8.46. Yeah, I'd give her an 8. Definitely an 8, 8.5 at least. Because again, I think she deserves it because of her consistency. She can get a little bit frustrated, but I thought overall she looked quite happy within the game. For instance, she's always dogged determination, etc. And sometimes she needs a goal, but again, she played very well in the international break, scoring goals. I think she scored 4 goals for Jamaica. Another person also did score a lot of goals was Miedemeier, 8.30 for BBC. So I thought she was played well. For instance, always got dogged, determined, helped the team. Had a fantastic international break where she scored 4 goals in 1 matches, getting for the Netherlands. Kerolin, 8.16. Again, I wouldn't go that high, but I thought, but again, scoring the goal and doing the assist, etc., you've got to give a very high mark. Lauren Hemp, 8, etc. I thought Lauren played okay. She was always trying to find the balls, always trying to find the pass, always very positive with the ball. Probably give her the same as well. But Leo Sabi, 6.18. I thought that was a bit unfair, really. She had very little to do, really. So Huzagawa, 6.83. Virginia, 6.92. I thought she was always very hard working throughout the entire game, except I don't understand why she got such a low rating from the BBC. I think I give her definitely a higher rate than that. Becca Canap, it wasn't a game for the defence, because again, for instance, they offered nothing. To Leicester. So, and the Amsita 7.34. Yeah, I think she had that one particular chance. Jade Rose, Grace Clinton 7.47, Emma Beanie 7.48, Cara Spy 7.79. I thought it was just a team effort and a determination by the team was going to get over the line, and with Andree, who's who's going up on my estimation, mild-mannered. He's very, but he's a thinker. He knows what he's doing, and fully confident. In his way. So, for instance, but I'm delighted. Top of the league, 3 points. Go to Villa next, etc. We don't have a Champions League, unfortunately, but really enjoying myself watching the girls at the moment. I think they're doing us proud, unbeaten, and scoring goals. So, for instance, I'm watching our rivals slip up again. Chelsea lost again, home. Whoa, again. So yeah, don't expect this, do you? So, but I know it's shot the more southern-based bias media, but I'm smiling. I don't know about you guys. So we move on to Aston Villa, see what happens. So guys, I'm going to leave you. True Blue Tie from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. Sorry about my little phone found friend, but I hope you can understand if you have new dogs in your life or new animals. But yeah, I'm going to leave you. So True Blue Tie from Thailand, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care.